Virgos in the house. All right. General messages for the remainder of December for Virgo. Let's see what comes out. Spilling some tea for Virgo. Let's see what your overall energy is for the remainder of this week and the remainder of December. Spirit, give us true and precise messages of the Divine Feminine for Virgo. Okay. And for the masculine, please, of Virgo. Masculine for Virgo. And out of this deck, please, Spirit, energies for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine for Virgo. Divine Feminine, please. Virgo. Okay. All right, Divine Feminine, you have Spider. Breaks down to a number 3, and this is number 3. So both of your cards for Divine Feminines are 3: body, mind, and soul. Recently transformed, transmuted, soul death and rebirth has occurred. It's about trusting yourself, trusting Spirit to guide you, to protect you. You're appreciative for the things you have. Also coming into prosperity, I see, for the Divine Feminines of Virgo. Some of these cards are flipping over already. There it is. I knew there was another one. Guardian of the Gate. This is, you've gone through the most recent gate level, closing out a chapter, and you're standing at the gate and guiding others, teaching others on their path, shining your light, guiding them through that path, through that gate as well. So you are the guardian of the gate, Divine Feminines of Virgo. Beautiful energy. Divine Masculines, you are shining your light from the inside out, knowing that your beauty is within you, and you're shining your light also transformed with a soul rebirth, as many have in the last week or two. Peacock is very compassionate and has indefinite inner beauty, confident. Your crown chakra is beaming, your third eye is lit up, and you're kind of like, wow, like this was a lot. Like somebody flipped on the switch. Leo got this as well. You're in the dark, somebody switched on the light switch, and boom, your eyes are like, that's bright. Because you've recently awoken, recently came out of your soul rebirth, and you're seeing your own glow shining from inside out, and you're just in amazement of the gifts that you're realizing that you have within you, listening to your higher self and your inner spirit. This is number 6 card. This is change. Number 5, and that's number 11. The Hyena is about sarcasm, wittiness, humor. It's not so much a sneaky energy. This is about coming out of the shadow side, accepting your shadow side, and laughing about it perhaps while you shine your light. Thinking, perhaps trying to use some humor to cover the pain of the hurt you caused while you were in your shadow self, or to accept oneself, which is okay. Have mercy on the shadow side of yourself. Understand and move forward. Heal yourself. Heal those inner wounds. And the soul shrinker in this situation, I feel, is taking responsibility for yourself, taking responsibility and realizing your part in the drama, in the gossip, in the lies, the deceit that you took part in, and recognizing your part in any of that took place. Seeing how it affected you, even if it was coming from someone else, how it not only affected you, but what part you allowed it to affect you. If you accepted it or welcomed it in versus said, no, I don't accept that as my reality, and move forward without letting it bring your vibration down. All right, let's move into the past energies. Spirit, bring us past energy, recent past energy for the Virgo. Please bring us true, precise messages, recent past for Virgo. Earth element of Virgo, please. Coming up as a King of Swords, realizing loss and putting down your burdens. One more please for Virgo's past. One more for recent past for Virgo. No, my phone keeps going off. Alright. Spirit, give us true and precise messages for Virgo for present energy, please. True and precise messages for Virgo's present energy. Things that are dealing with this week, please. Things we're dealing with this week. The remainder of December. Wow. Got a lot of cups here. Alright, Spirit, give us true and precise messages, please, for the near future for Virgo. Let me just mix these together fast. True and precise messages. Near future. End of December going into January. End of December going into January, please, for Virgo. Oops. Two more for Virgo, please. Two more for Virgo. Wow. Getting a lot of repeat cards. One more for Virgo, please. One more for Virgo in the near future, please. One more for Virgo in the near future. Okay. the recent past, the King of Swords, stepping into your throne, into your power of from the knight into the king. With this awakening, you're seeing your like the light bulb, like we said, came on. You're listening to your higher self and your spirit guides, noticing those synchronicities all around you that Spirit's been giving you regarding your journey and the spiritual path you're supposed to be on, what direction you're supposed to be going, what decisions you're supposed to be making. Perhaps in the past you chose wrong or incorrectly, but there are choices made and you feel like you've had a loss. You're more focused currently on, or in the past you were more focused on the things that you lost rather than what you still had before you. 5 of Cups, keeping that clouded judgment of storm clouds lingering over you, because we are our own reality. Everything is energy. As we keep focusing on the negative, only negative will come to us. Finally, in the recent past, you were carrying burdens, 10 of Wands, and this is an ending of the burdens. You're putting down those burdens so that you can move forward and put an end to the battles, the fight, that monkey mind in your head with the 5 of Wands. You have a lot of 5s here as well. This is the battles not only in your workplace, with friends. Perhaps you're gossip, hidden about things hidden. Also things in the family life, perhaps, that were being kept hidden, or deceit. Trying to cover things up. But they came to the light with the recent transformation and trying to put an end to this monkey mind, just over-analyzing in your mind, which only came when the Tower came in, opening that can of worms, because the faulty foundation had to come down in order for you to rebuild on a solid foundation. This is the Tower card. In the recent past, it felt it could have been last week, it could have been yesterday, but for that matter, this morning even, Spirit saying, for some. This is in the past, it's just recently occurred, as it is at the end of that line. In the current position now, you're ready to celebrate. You're realizing you still have 9 cups. You're only looking for that one last cup, and you know who you want to give it to. You know where you're finding that cup, and you're going to fulfill your own love first. But first you have to go on that spiritual journey, leaving behind 8 of Cups, looking for those 2 divine cups, yours and your counterparts. Being loyal to the journey ahead of you, following spiritual guidance, and trusting that what is yours will be there when you arrive. 2 of Swords is that decision, making that decision with faith and blind, not looking with her 2 eyes. She's making this decision, trusting Spirit to guide her in this decision. Remember, this is present energy this week. Alright, and the Queen of Cups is the divine feminine in your life, the divine counterpart in your life. Gender is irrelevant. But she's filled her own cup of love. She's nurtured herself. She's stepped in her power. And she holds enough love in her heart to share with others. Coming in also is the divine masculine, the Page of Cups. Also filling his own cup of self-love, nurturing himself, and moving forward. In the near future, you have communication coming in, divine communication regarding this connection. It's divinely guided, it's divinely protected, and Spirit with that Tower card is catapulting and pushing rapidly this communication. It's going to bring greener pastures. It's going to allow you in the near future to walk away from those things that no longer serve you. And while you may be reminiscing, Spirit's advice is to not look back. While this guy's looking back at what he had to leave behind, Spirit's saying don't look back, because you're not going in that direction, Virgo. You're going forward. So look ahead with faith, with trust in Spirit, that what you have ahead of you, that's where you're going. That's where your prize is, your 10 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles, you have put a lot of work into this connection. This is about equal give and take, and it's also about when divine is at work, all things will be abundant. And Five of Cups, again, you when you walked away from things that no longer serve you, perhaps you're still focusing here in the near future or looking at those things lost, decisions made, gloom over your head, but turn around and see that things right before you are still for you. The things for you are right in front of you. Spirit saying, regarding your Queen of Swords, Divine Feminine, speaking her truth, setting her boundaries. But know that the Sun card is here. Your wish fulfillment is ahead of you in the near future. Spirit gives true precise messages for the recent past. Clarifying these cards, please. Clarifying the cards for the near past. For Virgo. True and precise messages. Clarifying the Ten of Swords, please. Clarify the Ten of Swords in the recent past. Thank you. Clarify the Five of Cups in the recent past. Clarify the Five of Cups in the recent past. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Ten of Wands in the recent past. Clarify the Five of Wands. And clarify the Tower, please, Spirit. Clarify the Tower for Virgo in the recent past. Clarify this Tower. What was this Tower about? Thank you. Oops. Wow. Clarify the Tower. Anything else for the recent past? Okay, so Virgo, regarding the King of Swords, we have Temperance was here to balance things out and give you the strength regarding a three-party situation or a decision regarding three people or people, persons, things. Perhaps this is something that was toxic energy around you. It could have been a workplace. It could have been a toxicity in your life, such as devil energy, a habit that you had, or it could be a person that you weren't letting go of that needed to be released from your life because of toxicity. Temperance is coming in, giving you the strength to balance things out and to step into your power as a King of Swords. To cut out the BS, to cut out people, places, or things that no longer serve you. Those low vibrational energies. And you did just that because in the recent past you have a loss here with three cups on the floor or ground. Even though you're still reminiscing about it and holding that dark cloud, Spirit wants you to know that the Sun card is here. That's also you looking into perhaps the science behind your connection. Perhaps you're looking at quantum physics and all about the energy, how everything is connected, and how every action you take, just like the pebble in the water makes the ripple effect, every action has its consequence, every action has a ripple effect to something else. It's all energy. We're all connected. All right. Five of Wands, we have the Wheel. It's 10 of Wands is an ending. It's putting down those burdens so that you can move forward in the right way without these burdens, toxicities, etc. There is no room for toxicity and low vibrational energies moving into 2020. We need to release that. We need to cut out the things that no longer serve you, because the ending of the cycle and the wheel wants to turn forward for you, Virgo. The wheel wants to turn forward in your favor going into 2020. Five of Wands energy here. Putting an end to being greedy, but you are going to be stable in your work, in your pentacles. You've manifested this. You have all the tools in you to manifest this new beginning. So there's an ending to that monkey mind, over analyzing in your head about the situation. You know now with your awakening that light bulb has come on to show you that you can create your own new beginning. I have to pick all these back up so I can. In the recent past was that tower that fell, had to crumble to the ground because it was a faulty foundation. It wasn't meant for you, Virgo. Whatever it was that had to go because of the tower moment, know that it was because your lessons had been learned. It was only in your life for a short time, whatever length of time that be. It was for a lesson to be learned on both parties, I'm hearing. Regarding choices that had to be made. Perhaps it was three-party situations, perhaps it was multiple jobs, or family, or a journey. Nonetheless, choices had to be made and you weren't making the choices. So the Spirit had to bring that faulty foundation down and realize that you can't have it all regarding this connection. There had to be an ending to the sleepless nights, the pain that was caused regarding those swords. Recently, a message had come into you in the recent past, 8 of Coins, regarding either a work or something you were working on, a connection, perhaps that you were, a divine connection that you were working on. A message came in, perhaps setting boundaries. Regarding that divine cup, the divine gift from Spirit of offering you stability, having to choose the divine over those other side cups, and being the fool, taking the leap of faith forward in the divine timing and not allowing anything to hold you back. Now that the tower has fallen, you can celebrate this new beginning, free of the toxicity in your life. Present energies. We're starting off with the 9 of Cups, to the 8 of Cups, 2 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Page of Cups. Spirit goes true, precise messages. True, precise messages. Present energy, Spirit. Present energy for Virgo, please. Present energy, please give us clarification on the cards before us. Clarify 9 of Cups, Spirit, clarify 9 of Cups. Clarify 8 of Cups. Two swords, Spirit, clarify 2 swords. Clarify 2 of Cups in the present. Clarify 2 of Cups in the present. Clarify the Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. What was this message about? Decision that had been made. What decision was made? Thank you, Spirit. What decision had to be made? What decision had to be made? What choice? Thank you. Nice. Okay, so Nine of Cups was here in the present. After the Tower, you realized you were going for that Nine of Cups. You're going for the Ten of Cups. You had to fill your own cup first, though. And in order to do that, you had to put aside with that Tower moment the Ten of Swords, the pain caused, stabbing in the back, the hurts that were caused to you and by you, both mutually triggering one another, perhaps with workplace or in a home environment or in your love life. But these were things that you felt that caused the burden. That last sword that was thrown just did you in with that Tower moment. It was regarding choices. You thought you left your options open, Seven of Cups, but that ended with the Tower. Because choice had to be made, you had to move forward in your journey. And you manifested this new beginning. You manifested this connection long ago. That Spirit has brought you this wish fulfillment, which brought you your High Priestess, the divine connection into your energy. And you had to make the choice regarding the other situation you were in, most likely a three-party situation, Two of Swords. Regarding regarding those, the swords, the Nine of Swords, pain that you caused someone else, realizing with your awakening that Spirit had shown you the masks you are wearing, perhaps the devil energy, the games, the deceit, etc., and the hurt that you perhaps caused your High Priestess or others in your life. But the decision had to be made between more than one. Perhaps it was between the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. But your High Priestess moved forward, filling her own cup, stepping in her power, healing herself, loving herself, so she was in union with self. And so did the masculine. Again, the Queen of Cups, filling her own cup with love, going after her Nine of Cups, because she wanted stability, and the Four of Pentacles that she had proved to not be stable. The Four of Pentacles she thought she had too were damaged. They weren't for her. They weren't stable. Spirit saying Page of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, still an offer. He's offering love. He's offering pentacles. He wants to make this decision. He wants to make right a wrong. This is divinely guided with the light here, and here this woman is not wearing a blindfold. She chose this sword, the sword of truth, to make this decision to cut out things that no longer serve her regarding this Ace of Cups, new beginning in love. The end of a cycle. The World card is here to end the old cycle and begin a new cycle regarding this new beginning with the Ace of Love and the Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment. Nicely done, Virgo. Alright, Eight of Wands. In the near future, you have communication coming in regarding this, or you're sending communication out regarding this. But either way, there will be communication regarding this choice about love, about your Ten of Cups, about your wish fulfillment, about your Spirit said, about the spiritual journey, about your mission, your soul purpose, and where you're headed from here. Clarify the Eight of Wands, please. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Thank you. Yes, the communication regarding the Eight of Wands is communicating a forward movement, letting go of control to still calmer waters, being guided by Spirit, but moving forward movement with the flow currently. You do have the Sun here, card here, showing that it is a promise from Spirit to give the sun. The number 10, an ending of the old way and a beginning of the new. What advice do you have for them regarding the communication? What advice here? I'm hearing trust. Trust the process. And dance, celebrate, Sundance is number 3. Body, mind, and soul, rejoice in spirit, this connection with the Sun card. Okay, clarify the 7 of Swords spirit. Clarify 7 of Swords. What else would you add to the 7 of Swords? Chief of Blades is the King of Swords, which is what we started out with. So in the near future, he will be speaking his truth, coming together, taking control of his self, responsibility for his actions, I'm hearing, and speaking his truth regarding such. What advice? Peace pipe, having that communication, peace pipe, coming together with peace, love, listening to the synchronicities and the signs and synchronicities from spirit regarding this communication between the two of you to come together as one in unity. Alright, Spirit wants me to pull this bottom card. This card, pregnancy. It's birthing a new beginning, business together, or partnership, but this is birthing something new together in partnership. For some, it may be an actual pregnancy, but what I'm hearing mostly is it's birthing a new connection, a new beginning, new business on your journey. 6 of Pentacles, clarify 6 of Pentacles. And advice for 6 of Pentacles, advice for 6 of Pentacles. Surrender. 6 of Pentacles is for equal give and take, balance things out. Spirit wants you to be abundant in all things in this journey, but surrender this journey to Spirit. Captain number 8 is still communication. It's about balance, balancing things between the situation. Maiden of Pipes, trust it. This is for your higher good. Spirit saying this is your advice card. Trust that this is for your higher good. And while you may not see where it is taking you, trust in Spirit and have inner peace regarding the journey. 5 of Cups here, clarifying 5 of Cups is justice. Justice had to come in and put an end to these other three-party situations, and regardless to how you feel like it's a dark cloud over you, holding over you, perhaps you're still reminiscing about it, you need to let it go, stop dwelling on the past. You're not going back, you're going forward, and justice had to come in to make this wrong a right. You are protected in this union. Number 1 card, the shield, the yin and the yang. The Star card is here to guide you. Queen of Swords, clarify Queen of Swords. Have a flipper in now. Clarify Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is cutting out the ending, putting an end to the battle, the ruins, she's taking that sword and cutting out things that don't serve this connection with the 10 of Ruins, 10 of Swords. Along with, in order for things to move forward healthy, in Matriarch of Vessels, she is allowing things, she's creating a situation where things can move smoothly in calm waters. As a medicine woman, she is healing this connection. As the High Priestess as well, she is healing this regarding the many tears on this trail. Clarify the sun card, clarify the sun card. Judgment with the sun card. Helping things move forward, putting a death to that doesn't serve the future, that doesn't serve the highest vibration in your highest good. Once and for all, the last nail in the coffin. And advice is it is a joint effort together as a three, the masculine, feminine, and spirit, to move forward, to make this, to be in soul purpose, to be in a mission. The ultimate goal is for each to be in union with self before coming together. And with toxicity in the environment, that has to be removed in order for this to take place, to put an end to the fighting, to put an end to the monkey mind. Anything else? Anything else? Advice? Any other advice for Virgo moving forward? Well, that's a lot, Spirit. Alright. Have strength and trust, Spirit. This is a new cycle of the old ways are dead and gone. There's judgment came in and put a death to the old ways. You're both transformed and had soul rebirth. You are new, and moving forward you will be new. So don't look back to the old way. This is a new cycle. Moving forward, everything is new and fresh. Allow the towers to fall. Have faith that it's for your highest good, and accept. Don't fight the towers. Don't. I lost it. Spirit, bring it back. Don't fight the towers. Allow it to fall. Embrace the change. Embrace the new union together, because it's spiritually brought together spiritually to help you move forward. And again, number 5 card's about change. More advice cards. 3 advice cards, please. 3 cards for Virgo. 3 advice cards for Virgo, please. 3 advice cards for Virgo, please. Well, we got 2. Know that you have all the intention. Set your intention and know that energy flows where your intentions go. So wherever your intention is and your focus is where energy goes. So on this, stop, because you're putting energy where things are already dead and gone. These no longer exist for you, and you're, by sitting there in this, like if this guy's really sitting there worrying about it, then putting energy into what's spilled milk, right? Then stop, because you need to focus on what you have and what is divinely for you, what you've already wished for, what you've already manifested. Because energy follows intention, the wand. You have manifested this connection, and know that it's divinely protected with the Holy Stone. You have 10,000 angels surrounding this connection, protecting it and guiding it to union for the soul purpose of mission and your soul purpose, like not soul, like your inner being purpose. Yes. Messages for Virgo, messages for Virgo, please. the Hermit. Find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Yes, commit to your spiritual purpose. An emotional, fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust are around you. So Virgo, this is what I have for you. I hope you have a blessed rest of December.